today I'm gonna fill 50 beds. You go after it with a real heart for, who can I serve today? What family can we put at ease today? When families come to us, they have nothing but concerns and worries and doubts and fears. And then there's this overlay of a serious amount of guilt, because every family I've ever worked with, including my own family, we've all felt like if we'd done more, if we'd tried harder, mom could still stay at home, or maybe dad wouldn't have gotten Alzheimer's if we'd been paying more attention to him. And the reality of the demand for care for a senior who suffers with dementia and mobility and diabetes and just any number of ailments. All of these things tend to come together, and so you have this comorbid sort of a complicated care need. And so you're looking at your mom and she looks like your mom, but the truth is what's going on in her body is nothing like mom used to be. And families are required to draw a line through that. They have to choose to forget what they think is going on with mom, accept what is actually happening with mom, and then take it from there. And everybody does that differently. The other thing I've learned is that everybody thinks they're ready and they're prepared, but they really aren't. And so most families come to us in sort of a crisis mode where they're desperately worried and many times they're unhappy with their current care solution. And often, some people aren't good at care, but I'm really proud of my competitors in the senior living space. I like to think I'm competing with people that are good at this. However, families can't rightly determine that always because they're not care providers. They're not trained in it. It's not their thing. So one of the things we do is really focus on, let's not just fill the bed. Let's serve that family. Let's share what we know. Let's teach. Let's make sure that everybody's clear about where they are and how it works and what's going to happen. And when you take that kind of approach with a family, it's probably the single best way to fill a bed, because you've taken the financial relationship, the decision, and you've put it aside and you've said to a family, you guys are hurting, and we know, all of us here at Shepherd know from personal experience in our own families what that feels like, and that's where our heart for Shepherd was born. And so when you sit down like that with a family and you walk them through some murky water, it becomes very, very easy for them to choose you as their care provider. But you can't go after this like a numbers game, where, today I'm gonna fill 50 beds. You go after it with a real heart for, who can I serve today? What family can we put at ease today? Because when it's all done and they've made their decision, my husband says this all the time, when it's all done and they've made their decision, because he and I had to do the same thing, when you lay your head on the pillow at night, you need to have some peace of mind that this precious person in your family, it's typically the matriarch or the patriarch too, is in the best possible circumstances that you could find for them. And when you know you've done that well, you sleep. When you're not sure you've done that well, you don't. So it's a really emotional, personal, serving sort of a decision. And so you don't hurry it. You just go there with a desire to show them a real solution that they can feel good about.